Hello, beautiful people. Hello, family. I want to officially welcome you to the year 2026. Drum rolls. You are welcome again to Inside the Envelope. Yes, I'm so excited recording this particular episode. I don't know why, I'm just excited. I've missed you guys so much, and now we are back again. I'm so excited to be talking to you, to be here recording this particular episode, and I have a lot of things to share with you guys today. So if this is your first time here, you are not just watching a show. I need to let you know that, but then you are part of a growing community where we learn, reflect, and grow together. First, I would like to say thank you. In fact, a big thank you. Do you know the reason why I'm thanking you? I want to thank you for the engagement last year. I want to thank you for the support, for the likes, the comments, the messages, the subscriptions, the shares. Thank you so much. Every single thing meant a lot to me, and it makes me want to do more. Because to be honest, last year was not the easiest. I'm going to tag last year as a year of juggling for me. I was juggling a lot of things together. I was balancing school, creating content, handling responsibilities. At some point, I was now questioning myself that, are you not doing too much? There were days I was tired. There were days I questioned myself. But all the same, I was still showing up. Amidst all that, one of the highlights, the major highlight of last year for me was the Ventures in Management program organized by the Junior Achievements Nigeria. Because it was that program that took me to Lagos State for the first time. The program took place at Lagos Business School, Pan Atlantic University. It was such a beautiful moment for me, and I'm going to tell you just a bit about my experience at the Ventures in Management program, Pan Atlantic University, Lagos Business School. Interestingly, I got the application link through my youth pastor, Pastor Tayo. Pastor Tayo, wherever you are now, thank you very much. So he sent me the link and he said I should, apply. I went through the whole thing and I discovered that it's something that I have interest in. It has to do with leadership, community building, how you can have or contribute meaningfully to your society. So I was really, really interested. Then I started my application. After the application, because it was in stages, after the application, we were interviewed, and then later on they released the name of people that actually qualified to participate in the program, both physically and then that will participate virtually. So I was selected to participate in the program physically at the Lagos Business School, that's Pan Atlantic University. So like I said earlier, that was my first time in Lagos. That moment when my youth pastor sent me the application, it reminded me of how important community is. Sometimes the opportunity that you are even looking for or praying for will come through conversation, or people will just recommend you for some opportunities based on the kind of interaction you've had with them or what they've seen you do. I hope you are getting what I'm saying. So you just need to be consistent with whatever it is that you are doing. People are watching. People are actually watching. So back to the Ventures in Management program. It was such an experience. I met new people, not just anybody, not just any sort of people. I met vibrant youth like myself that are very passionate about, growth, community development. They see themselves as change makers. Honestly, when I got there, I was so inspired. I used to think that maybe I'm the only person that actually, when it comes to community building or contributing meaningfully to society, I used to think that maybe I'm the only that is passionate about that. And also other people. I connected, I laughed, and of course, I enjoyed the food at ViMP at Lagos Business School. The food lasts on Jesus. Morning, afternoon, night, and it is buffet. Hey, you understand what buffet is now? Hey, it is whatever you want. See. In fact, one of the facilitators, Dr. Ereta, she said something that most people, when they come to Lagos Business School, they always remember the food, but they will forget the name of their lecturers or instructors or facilitators. Okay, is that my case right now? Let me see. I still remember Dr. Ereta, I remember Professor Uchena, I remember Meg. Her name is Margaret Isebo, but she said we should call her Meg. Yeah, she taught us who an icon is. I had beautiful experience at Lagos Business School. Trust me, I learned a lot from all the facilitators, but beyond the fun, it really stretched me. it reminded me that growth will always come. For those that have been following me on social media, LinkedIn, Facebook, I was posting, my experience. I was posting everything on my social media platform. It was such a moment for me. It was such a moment for me, and honestly, I really want to appreciate the organizers once again, the Junior Achievement Nigeria, for coming up with such an amazing program, and it happens yearly. So if you want to be part of such a program, I would just advise that you should follow Junior Achievement Nigeria on all social media platforms. Just search for Junior Achievement Nigeria, and also you must at least have, when it comes to leadership, you should have experience in those areas, because it will help you develop or build a very strong application. You understand? So if you are someone that is interested in that kind of program, it happens yearly. I think around July, that's when the application will come out. So just try and put in a very strong application, then hopefully you'll be selected. And that brings me to today's episode on Inside the Envelope. So let's see what wisdom is waiting for us inside the envelope. What I'm having here says that be intentional about your growth. Segun, you need to be intentional about your growth this year. You can call your own name and tell yourself that you need to be intentional about your growth. So number one says be intentional about your personal growth. Be intentional about your personal growth. Growth will not just happen by accident. That is the bitter truth. It will not happen by accident. You must choose it. Yes, you have to choose the growth. You have to work towards it. You must choose to read. You must choose to learn. You must choose to improve yourself in every area that is important to you as an individual. You have to choose growth. Now I'm going to ask you, what are you doing differently this year that will make you have the kind of growth that you did not have in the year 2025? Number 2 says, know your strengths and weaknesses. Know your strengths and weaknesses. You need to be aware of yourself. You need to know what you are good at, then you maximize it. Then you need to know those things that you are not really good at, that are like weaknesses. Then you need to work and improve on them. Don't see your weakness as something that is bad, something negative, that will make you write yourself up, or that will form a limiting belief to you. No, don't be like that. See your weakness as areas that you need to improve yourself on. And that brings me to point number 3, which says, keep growing, the right opportunity will come. Yes, this is very important, because sometimes you may feel like nothing is happening. You may not see any visible growth, but trust me, something is happening in the background. Your preparation can never be wasted. That is one thing that I want you to learn from me today, that your preparation can never be wasted. It may be your waiting season. Of course, everybody will experience it at some point in our lives. But in your waiting season, don't just sit back and then, forward on like this. In your waiting period, in your waiting season, build. In your waiting season, learn a skill. In your waiting season, become, so that when opportunity now means preparation, doors will just start opening for you, because you've already put in the work. And point number 4 says, never lose hope, stay resilient. I need to tell you this, there will be delays, there will be rejections, there will be women that you feel unseen, but resilience is when you choose to continue anyway, not allowing anything to stop you or hinder you from pursuing your dream, from going after your goals. Your journey, my journey is valid. Even when it is quiet, you need to keep telling yourself positive affirmation that my journey is valid. My journey is valid. My journey is valid. You need to keep telling yourself that. Keep reminding yourself that. And that brings me to this next point, which is point number 5. It says, have a support system and, of course, seek mentorship. This is very, very important. No one grows alone. Nobody can grow alone. And just like I said earlier, that the Ventures in Management program opportunity came through a mentor. Who are those people that speak into your life? Who are those people that challenge you? Who are those people that guide you? You need to find the right people. For me, talking about support system, my parents are my support system. They are very supportive. Even in moments that I don't even believe in myself, they're always there to encourage me. They even believe in me more than myself. Yes, that's what I'm talking about support system. People that will keep encouraging you, that will keep motivating you, that yes, you've got this, you can do it, you have all that it takes to succeed. You need to find those set of people and then hold them dearly. You heard me? Hold them. Hold on to them dearly. And that brings us to our last point, which is stay positive, stay motivated. This is the ability to believe that even when things are unclear, you still have the faith, you still believe that they are working for your good. You need to keep, speaking positive words of affirmation into your life, that yes, you can do it, that you can learn anything, you are a fabulous learner, you have genius potential inside of you, and it will come out alive. You need to keep speaking into your life. What you want to see manifest in your life, you need to speak declaring over your life every time. And this does not mean that you are being delusional. Yes, the challenges may be there, the problems may be there, but like I said, it is about you having the belief that even when things are unclear, they are still working together for your good, because God is at work and He will never give up on you. He will never give up on me. So I'm going to reiterate the points again. The first one says, be intentional about your personal growth. The second one says, know your strengths and weaknesses. The third point is, keep growing. The right opportunity will come. The fourth one says, never lose hope. Stay resilient. The fifth point says, have a support system and seek mentorship. And the last point is point number 6 says, stay positive. And as we step into 2026, I don't just want you to be busy, but I want you and I to become better in mindset, better in discipline, better in growth. And of course, let's keep growing, let's keep becoming, and let's keep discovering what is inside the envelope together. And if this particular episode spoke to you, I want you to like this video, and also I want you to comment what you are intentional about in this year 2026. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and then share this with your friend that you think needs direction for the year 2026. Before we go, before to cheer to 2026 of learning, growing, and becoming, because trust me, I have a lot in store for you this year. We are going to be having conversations that will challenge you and I to be better, that will keep reminding us of our goals and how we can go about achieving them. So you have to stick very close to me here on this platform. Yes. And before you go, let's cheers. So we need to cheers to progress, more opportunity, learning, becoming. So hold on a sec. Yeah, let's cheers. This was given to me at the Lagos Business School. So we want to cheers. Yeah, with this mug cup. You are wondering what is inside. You are wondering what is inside. So I hope, you guys should have your glasses filled with wine or anything that starts with W, like water, so that we can cheers. Are you ready? Can we all have our glasses filled with wine? All right. So we want to cheer to more opportunities, progress, learning, becoming, and to more achievements. Cheers. See you guys in the next episode. Bye.